All right, today we're diving into a region that's, often overlooked, but might just hold the key to India's future growth, the Northeast. We're going to break down exactly why this collection of 8 states is on the verge of a massive, massive transformation.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? As the world's always looking for the next big thing, the next economic engine, is it possible that one of India's most significant opportunities has been right there, hiding in plain sight, just waiting for its moment?
And that's exactly the idea we're exploring here. We're not just talking about a remote part of a country. This is a potential powerhouse, a future hub that could connect the massive Indian market with the super dynamic economies of Southeast Asia.
So to really get this, we have to look beyond the map. The first big idea is to see the region for what it truly is, India's strategic gateway to the east.
This gateway is a region of 8 distinct states that together form this absolutely crucial land bridge. Geographically, culturally, it's India's connection point to its eastern neighbors, and that makes it vital for all the trade and diplomacy to come.
But, this isn't some simple story of untapped potential. The reality on the ground is way more complex. The region is truly a land of contrast, defined just as much by its incredible strengths as by its pretty significant challenges.
In this slide, wow, it just lays out the central puzzle perfectly. On one hand, you've got these incredible strengths: vast natural resources, amazing biodiversity, a rich cultural heritage that's just off the charts. But on the other hand, you're up against some formidable challenges: poor connectivity, big gaps in infrastructure, and really low levels of industrialization. That right there, that's the core dilemma that has to be solved.
So how do you go about solving a dilemma like that? Well, not by treating the whole region as one big block, but with a really specific, targeted plan. Let's take a look at this 8-state blueprint.
This is where the strategy gets really smart. Instead of some one-size-fits-all approach, each state is given a unique role that plays to its strengths. For instance, Assam is being positioned as the central logistics hub for the whole area. Arunachal Pradesh is leveraging its huge hydropower potential to become an energy producer. And Sikkim, well, it's building on its identity as a premier organic farming model. See? Each state becomes a specialist, and they all contribute to a much stronger, more resilient whole.
In propping up the state-by-state plan are 5 key pillars. The focus is on boosting connectivity, which is huge, developing industries that are sustainable, upgrading the cities, attracting private investment with real incentives, and, this is crucial, strengthening governance to make sure there's stability and real progress.
Okay, so a strategic roadmap like that, it starts to create some real-world possibilities. With a clear plan in place, we can now see the specific business opportunities starting to take shape.
And what's really important here is that these opportunities exist at every level. It creates a clear path for growth. You can start small with lower investment ventures like organic farming or homestays. Then that can build into medium-sized businesses in food processing and eventually scale up to high investment projects in logistics and renewable energy.
And this entire investment path, from small to big, creates the perfect conditions for innovation. This isn't just about attracting big corporations. It's about creating fertile ground for a brand new startup ecosystem to really take root and flourish. So what kind of startups could thrive here? Well, think about it. Direct-to-consumer organic food brands coming out of Sikkim, tech platforms that create unique travel experiences in Meghalaya, smart logistics companies solving those connectivity puzzles in Assam, or how about online marketplaces that take Nagaland's incredible handicrafts to a global audience? The potential is so specific and very, very real.
So where is this all heading? What's the end game? Well, the long-term vision isn't just about small improvements. It's about a complete transformation. The goal is nothing less than forging an entirely new economic hub. Now, it's important to be realistic here. Looking out over the next 10 to 20 years, this is definitely a high-risk, high-reward play. The challenges are absolutely real, but so is the potential payoff. We're talking major growth expected in key sectors like real estate, tourism, and of course, trade logistics. Ultimately, the takeaway is pretty clear. The potential is there, it's just waiting. It is conditional, of course, on the right policies and smart investments. But if those conditions are met, the trajectory is unmistakable. Northeast India could become one of the nation's most dynamic and fastest-growing regions. Which leaves us with a final, big question to think about. All the pieces are being put into place to open this strategic gateway. So, the question isn't really if it will open, but what happens when it does? Will Northeast India seize this moment and become the next great economic crossroads of Asia? I guess only time will tell.